Hey guys, AndroidTechMan here with the top apps of the week, number 2. So let's begin this video. Alright guys, so thanks for clicking in once again. So I'm going to start off with the first app of the week, and it's called My 3D Fish. Now as you can see, this is what it looks like. It's pretty cool. It's like an aquarium for a fish that's just swimming around and you're in the ocean. Now what's pretty cool about this is that the fish is always moving and it's so smooth, so if I go like this, swipe my finger up, you can also go down, and then you can see the fish from any point of view. And when you switch your finger to the left or to the right, it doesn't really do anything, no interactions, but it's still pretty nice in the background. I actually do enjoy it. All these great options you could have. It costs $1 in the Market, but you can get it for free in Mobilism, Blackmart Alpha, Merkamarket, and Aptoide. And it's pretty cool. Why not go check it out? So first up I got Task Switcher. Now this is pretty cool, and what it does, it's like recent applications that you have opened and they're in your taskbar, so you can switch between them. Let's say I go to Wells Fargo, right? Okay, so let's go back to YouTube. I could easily go to the taskbar, drag it down, and go back to Wells Fargo. I could also go to the browser, so if I go to the browser, I could go back to YouTube. If I go scroll down, I can go back to Wells Fargo, and it's a pretty cool option. It's pretty good for those people who want to easily use shortcuts on their Android device, really fast, really simple. And when you press clear on something, it never goes away. It's always there, and it's actually pretty nice. So you could also return to the desktop. There's that option. And when you click that, it returns to the desktop. You could also have the option to go into the taskbar switcher settings. So it's a pretty cool app. Want to go check it out? Taskbar Switcher. Next up I got Slider Widget. I'm not going to open it up because it's a widget, but here it is. So let's say you want the brightness to be lowered. So here you go. Lower the brightness. I'm going to make that a little higher right now. You can also have the option to make the ringtone louder. You can also make the music tone louder. You can also make the notification, the alarm, and you could also have the ability to make the system louder. Also, if you go into the settings, you could also have the ability to press automatic brightness. You could also link the notification volume. You could have the screen position, which is actually pretty cool. So choose where you want it to go. For example, if I want it there, then it'll go right there. If you have the ability of the supported, mine doesn't because I have HTC, and HTC, when you hold it down, it just chooses where you want it to put it. You need 2.2 or higher. It's pretty cool. Go check it out. Next up I got Around Sound. Pretty cool application. So what it does is when you have your headphones plugged in and you're hearing music, sometimes you can't really hear the surrounding because you're hearing music and it gets just pretty loud and people get mad at you because you're not responding to them. But when you have that plugged in, this app lets you hear what other people are saying to you while hearing music. So for example, it turns on the mic. And when it turns on the mic, it has a little sound meter here, and when the sound meter reaches over the certain level you want to choose from, so example, if I put it at 49, if it goes over 49, it's going to stop the music, then you can hear the person, and when the person stops talking for a certain amount of time, the music goes back to the way it was. It does work for 2.2 or higher. It costs $1 in the Android Market, or you can get the free version, but the Pro version lets you have no ads, lets you have these two modes, pause mode and street mode. Pause mode is it pauses the music when you have a certain amount of level on the sound meter, and the street mode is when you're on the streets and it just tells you the meter of sound. And when a lot of people are talking, you just hit that and it won't stop your music. So yeah, Around Sound. Next up I got Weather Flow. Weather Flow is one of those applications that tells you the weather with cool animations. Now we'll let it load up here. And when it loads up, you're going to see that it has beautiful weather styles. Now Weather Flow will provide you with current weather conditions hourly, daily forecasts, and weather conditions are provided for your city, and it has over 80,000 locations around the world. So I don't know about you, but that is pretty impressive. That's pretty cool. You can see in the background the clouds are moving, just really cool animation, just like HTC Sense. So they made it really easy for you to navigate through here. For example, you have the units, the theme light, and the theme color. Now right here, if you choose on typographic, it shows you in a little simple way, so that way you don't waste battery, and it's pretty simple right there. and you can also add in locations, like right there you could add new location and add the city. It costs $1.99 in the Androidmarket, but you get it for free in mobilism, aptoide, and Merkamarket. It's pretty cool. You need 2.2 or higher, so go check it out. Now for the game, first up I got Escape 2012. What a good game. Now, have you ever heard of Temple Run? I think a lot of you have. If you haven't, then at least we know you haven't touched an iPhone. Alright, so let's press play, and right off the start you start off by running, and I sucked right there. Don't worry, I'm really good, but not in front of a camera. So let's begin this. So you're running and trying to escape from the end of the world, and apparently you're in a building. So you gotta tow your phone to get all the water bottles because you're getting really tired of running. And there's upgrades and all that, so it's pretty cool. Slide your fingers to the left or to the right. There's gonna be obstacles, and it's just pretty nice. The graphics aren't that great as Temple Run, but you can still see that it still works. And if you slide your fingers to the bottom, you can see how you slide, collect the water bottles. And there's upgrades right there. And this is what you do. You just keep on going till you get your high score, and if you beat your high score, then you have a sense of pride. So it's pretty cool. And when you crash, you disappear into nothing. And then you could also choose upgrades from the store. Right there, upgrades. Pretty cool app. Not much to it, guys. I wish I could explain more, but it's just like Temple Run, and it's Escape 2012. Go check it out, free. Alright guys, next up I got Cut the Rope Experiments. Have you ever played Cut the Rope? Well, this game is just like it, except this time you're playing with other cool upgrades and all that. Now, this game came out recently, and it costs $1.99, but you can get it for free in mobilism, blackmart alpha, Merkamarket, snaps, and aptoide. And you need 1.6 or higher. Alright, so what you gotta do is try to get all the stars as usual and try to make him Om-Nom or whatever, try to eat the little candy. So you want to swipe your finger by cutting the rope, and then you get it, and then you eat the candy. It's okay if you don't get all 3 stars. Now you see these little green targets? Well, when you tap on it, it grabs onto the candy, and when you let go, and yeah, this level's really hard. So when you have the ability to skip the level as well, so let's do this. And some candies have a timer on them, so you have to do this really fast, but sometimes they're pretty easy, and it's got an excellent score right there. Next up I got Frenzy Fugu Fish. Frenzy Fugu Fish is actually one of those games that your goal is to collect all pearls in the level within the time limit. You have to tow your phone to swim around, collect all the pearls, and avoid other fish, jellyfish, and other enemies. There are 45 levels. It's free, and you need 2.2 or higher, so let's just begin this without any introduction. Alright, right out the top, you gotta go to the level 3, and then you start playing. And then when you start playing, you have to try to collect all the pearls. Now sometimes there's gonna be little enemies, for example right there. You gotta try to avoid those fishes because they're trying to kill you by eating you. I know that's pretty mean, but there's my health, and then you can see I just died there. You see the coins right there, these little coins? You don't have to collect them, it's just for a better score. Right there I collected the timing. So there you go. Once you collect them, you complete the level, and they give you how many stars you want. So I got 3. Pretty nice. And you gotta complete it in the amount of time that they give you. Last but not least, I got Avoider. Avoider is one of those apps that's just a puzzle game. And sometimes you rage a lot because it's pretty hard. But let me just try to pwn this. So you get to collect 2 blocks at once. How cool is that? So you gotta grab the blue one, and you gotta try to avoid all the obstacles. For example, those are the obstacles, the blue lines, and if you touch them, you die. So let's do this. You can see the levels get pretty easy, but then they get harder and harder as you get into the level. Yeah. So the rules are simple. Drag the blue and the red boxes to the opposite corners of the board without touching the blue lines. Pretty simple, right? You need $1.08 to buy it. Or if you don't have that kind of money and you're really poor or whatever, You can get it for free at Mobilism, Merkamarket, and Aptoide. These three. Alright guys, so those are the top apps of the week. Hope you like it. I actually do hope you guys are enjoying this new series of AndroidTechMan. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe to the AndroidTechMan. This is my second video, or third video. This is my third video. Thank you guys for subscribing, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.